And here we go with the only, the wonderful, beloved Ivanna Baquero. My favorite actress since Shannara Chronicles, because I totally fell in love with Eretria. And I think if you have your heart on the right place, you can just fall in love with Eretria. So some words about that character, because I like her so much, because on the one hand, she's a bad girl. On the other hand, he has a really, really good heart. So how much can you put into that character?
I have to add to what you say, because it's completely true. I think one of the things that attracted me to Eretria was the fact that she was a flawless character. She was like a normal human being. I mean, she's vulnerable and she's also strong, but she makes mistakes and she tries to make it better. So I think that's one of the things about her, that she's a flawed character that I loved. About myself, I mean, Eretria and I are quite different. There are characters that I'm more similar to, I guess. Eretria comes from a very tough background. She's a rover, she's a fighter, she's had to learn how to fend for herself, she's a survivor. And I have had a very different upbringing, obviously, but I would say one of the things that are most similar between us has to be maybe our sense of justice.
And the things that I also like is the design of the costumes, because in her sooner life she was a slave, and now she became a thief, and this kind of harness is some kind of you feel it in your unconsciousness that is that she's breaking out in some way. So some words about that costume. How did you see that?
The costume's very badass. I remember we started the costume process from scratch. It's amazing how they allowed me to sort of help create the character. Everything was made on us, fitting our bodies and fitting our needs. The daggers were placed strategically so that I could grab them. So, you know, it was a very creative process. It was a lot of fun. But yeah, her outfit, I think, says a lot about who she is. It's very powerful. And it's also very practical for her new stage of life, where she's a little rover.
And I like collecting props. I don't know if you do the same. Are you still allowed to keep something from the set?
I always do. I always keep something from the characters I play, and it couldn't be any other way. I took Eretria's daggers. Yeah.
So this is the only thing you have? Her daggers?
I have some rings. I think I have some feathers, but yeah, the daggers are essentially what I have. We generally can't take much of the characters' things, because they keep them in case there's more seasons, or in case they want to put them up in different museums or whatnot. So it's hard to get something from a character usually.
And I love this behind-the-scenes memories. Do you remember maybe some funny moments during the shooting?
Oh, there's always funny moments. I mean, we shot in New Zealand. It was amazing. We were there for a couple of years on and off. So there's a lot of amazing memories. I remember very fondly everything that has to do with all the action, all the stunts. I had to like horseback ride, learn how to dagger fight. So those were always very funny moments.
I see some pictures of horseback riding on your Instagram channel. So did you still practice riding?
Yeah, we practiced a lot over there. I mean, I knew it from before, but in Shannara we had a personal trainer, and we basically we were taken to New Zealand a month before the show started, so we had a lot of prep for all of it.
And during that shooting, did maybe some weird thing happen, especially with special effects things or crazy things?
I mean, crazy things, I can't remember in particular, but I mean, one of the funny things about New Zealand is that in the day it can rain, it can snow, it can be windy, so those were always funny moments where we started maybe a scene with a beautiful sunset, and then suddenly it would start raining, so then we couldn't continue shooting, and then we'd have to come back another day to finish that part of the scene. So funny things like that always happened.
And my last question, if you could remember your most emotional moment on the set of Shannara Chronicles, is there anyone?
As a character or personally?
Both.
I think as a character, I mean, a lot of things in season 2 with Lyria are very emotional for Eretria because she finally finds her person. But in general, her relationship with Will is very. It's a very strong relationship, but it's heartbreaking at times. And for me, that was very powerful. And also in season 2, Eretria sort of finding out that she has a dark side is also very, very emotional.
Thank you so much. Great talking to you.
Pleasure.